And we're back with some more oxygen not included. And today it's going to be all about going to the next planet. We've got these two planets completely sorted. That just leaves this one to Parioto, whatever it's called. That's the planet we're heading for. And for that task, we have 3 rockets set up. We have, let's see, the Surveyor, which is basically just an oxygen capsule. We have the second one called Uranus, also an oxygen capsule. I still haven't figured out a way to rename these yet. And then we've got Old Venus 1. Now this is basically a portable living quarters. We have a barracks here with 3 bedrooms in it. We have a latrine, comes fully equipped with an actual toilet and one of those hand washing stations. The hand washing station is perfect because it only uses bleach stone, produces no side effects. It's actually a really handy way to do this. The outhouse, of course, will take dirt, but that's fine. We brought along about 5 tons of this stuff right here. For oxygen supplies, we've got our oxygen diffuser, the manual generator, and a battery to get our oxygen going. And here we've got our mess table up there. That's actually a little mess hall. So we've got a mess hall, a latrine, and a barracks. This is sort of like a little portable living quarters for 3 duplicates. 3 very specialized planet-smashing duplicates. So the plan is we're going to send all 3 rockets over to here. We're going to land 2 of them, or send 2 landers down, demolish them for parts so that we can make a landing site. And then once we have a landing site set up, we land down Old Venus here, and this will be their living quarters until they get set in. Well, that's my plan. Whether or not it works, that's another story. Currently, we're just growing some food. I messed up and I didn't keep around all the berry sludge. Berry sludge lasts indefinitely. We're going to stock our fridge with a bunch of that. But unfortunately, they sort of ate it all on the side when I wasn't looking. So, yeah, we're just going to grow a little bit of bristle blossoms. And once our first crop is in, we're going to turn it into berry sludge, load that up into our rocket so we have an infinitely lastable food. Maybe throw in some grub fruit preserve or something like that to go with it. And then off we go. And this is me using my time productively while I'm waiting, as in grinding up the construction skill of all our duplicates here. Their construction skill is going to get an awful lot better because these temperature shift plates are the things that take the longest to build. They'll probably get some experience out of that. Anyway, we'll skip it forward. Oh no, wait, that was it. Yeah, this over here is going to be our carbon dioxide production facility so we can gas up all our rockets. Carbon dioxide is going to be produced by, we're harvesting all of this ethanol we've got over here. Let's connect that up. There we go. That'll get the ethanol flowing. And let's maybe turn off the gas pumps for now. Yeah, we'll turn those off just for now. And we'll go over this once the ethanol hits. This system is very simple. The ethanol comes in here, and when it does, it gets burnt off. It produces a couple of side effects. One is polluted water, which drops straight to the bottom, and the other is carbon dioxide, which, well, off gases. Now, one of the problems we may face here is, at the start, the early polluted water is going to have low enough pressure around it to off-gas some polluted oxygen. That will be an annoyance, but once the pressure goes above 2 kgs, we won't have to worry about that happening anymore. This system here is set up to get the gas pressure in here up to 5 kilos. Once it's 5 kilos of gas pressure, we turn that off. So, maybe I should get rid of one of those gas pumps. Nope, too late for that now. We've already built it. You may be wondering why there's an ethanol distiller here when we don't have access to trees yet. We don't have access to trees yet. We will get access to trees at some point, at which point we can start producing our own ethanol. And I just wanted to sort of build it in so that when the ethanol production does come online, we still have a way to use this system. I'd hate to have to redo it. Actually, no, I'll probably have to redo it anyway. Oh yeah, we make a petroleum boiler. Nope, doesn't matter. This is going to be our carbon dioxide production facility. That will be done shortly. Anyway, we'll cut it out there just for the minute until we're ready to launch. All of our prep work is done. Only thing left to do is turn on the gas pumps. I've already started fueling these up a little bit earlier, but all the carbon dioxide gets scooped out of the bottom here. All of the polluted oxygen got destroyed for some reason. No idea why, but not going to care. Sometimes gases just get overwritten. That'll go up here. That'll fuel our rockets. 100 kgs of carbon dioxide apiece. And the moment that turns on, it's to drop the pressure in here enough. Yeah, I raised this to 10 kilos just to be safe. That means the petroleum generator turns on. It burns off the ethanol. Boom. Problem solved. Now, next. Once that's all done, let's check in here. You can see the calories are 47,000 calories of grub fruit berry sludge. That stuff doesn't go off. That means we have this sort of perfect little contained capsule. That's the hope. The downside is, though, we have to train up all 3 of them to fly rockets. It's the middle of the night, and our little astronauts down here are getting a good night's sleep in. What we're going to do is wait until morning, and the moment they're up, well, they'll be as far away from needing to eat, use the bathroom, and sleep as they can possibly get. At which point, we chuck them onto some rockets, and we fire them into the void of space. Should be fairly straightforward. Come on, get up. You've had enough napping. There we go. Perfect. Alright. time to load up all these rockets and set their destinations. All of their destinations are going to be the same. Let's see, we'll grab, say, a keymaker here. We're going to change the destination, and we're going to put it right there. Done. It'll be the same, but just a different duplicate for each one of these. One very important thing to note, this Spacefarer module is sort of a two-parter. It's got a nose cone and it's got a crew compartment. These things here are all in one. So this is a nose cone and a crew compartment. So when you click on this, you get the option to change the crew and change the location and generally just manage everything to do with the rocket. However, when you click on this module here, this allows you to change the crew. You can't set the destination, you can just change the crew, and here allows you to change the destination, but you can't set the crew. It's just the way it's been set up. Let's launch a lot of these. That confused me for a little bit first time I started playing around with these. And there goes our rockets. Now if we check on the star map here, we'll see all three of them are heading there. Oof. Well, the larger one is going to be a bit slower. Well, that's fine, that's fine. The first two are going to arrive, and then we're going to drop down their capsules. Let's see what it's like when they get there. This is a fairly straightforward plan. We are going to select the duplicate as keymaker, and we're going to hit deploy to surface. Now, this gives us a choice of where to deploy them. 1 second, we're going to have a quick look around. We've got oxygen over here. That might be a decent spot. Let me have a quick explore and see what's worthwhile. The plan is quite simple. We're going to deploy toolmaker right there, and then we're going to go in and select motherload over here, and we're going to deploy them as well. We're going to put them right about, say there. This is probably not risky at all. Then we'll go in and oversee the planetoid, and we should be able to see the two of them land down. Okay, that is perfect. What do we got here to work with? Nice. Well, first things first, deconstruct and deconstruct. Yes, I know you have no oxygen, it sucks. Perfect. But, however, you can build a rocket platform right there, I'm thinking. Yeah, that should be right. Then while you're doing that, then the other one of you can... You know what, we want to drill you down there and get you into the oxygen. And that's going to be igneous rock. Perfect. And we'll put that there. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Probably. Oh, wow, this is actually going to be really tight. Okay, rocket platform completed. Thank you kindly. In that case, we'll go back to star map. And, oh God, we have so many. Right, which was the one we wanted? Now that one. Ah, there we go. We want to change your destination. And there you go. Is that actually going to land, though? It doesn't sound like it's landing. 1 second. Alright, there we go. One landing pad. Okay. Perfection. Alright, now we just got to put a ladder up. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Say 1, 2, 3. And there we go. We've got oxygen from there. Ah, perfect. What are you doing? Okay, come on, people. I need you to move a little bit faster. Gasping for breath. I maybe should have not given them access to that oxygen just yet. Okay, but that gives them that. Let's just put a little tile there to stop the oxygen escaping for now. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to need you all to get out of there. Or should I? Let me think. I think the better idea here is we're going to put in a door. We will put in a mechanized airlock right there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to view the interior here and make a few changes. We're going to start assigning these out to people. I don't think it's going to let me assign them out while they're not in there just yet. But that's fine for now. That's going to be where they spend their days. If we check the scheduling here, they've got a bit of time. I think we'll move one of them now. We'll get Fruit Loops and we'll put them here on the schedule. The reason being they're going to get into that schedule area. I basically have to space out all the toilet breaks. Let me see, you can be put to that one. Awkward as it seems, all three of them are on different shifts. We're going to keep an eye on Fruit Loops. Once it comes time to do their schedule, we'll have them make sure they go in and use everything in there. We want them to keep all their morale bonuses. It's not hugely important just yet, but if we're going to utilize this as sort of a forward base, it would be nice that all of that would work. So the plan should be that they all have a mess table, a bed, and a toilet to use. Right, but with all of that sorted, it's time to actually make a little mini base here. We're going to... Ooh, there's algae down here. We can get our hands on that for oxygen. There's also some oxygen over there. I think we dig over there straight away and get our hands on it. Yep, we're going to want to spread that out a bit. Then we're going to need to find a more central location. Having a quick dig around, I think we'll base our entire policy on a 4-tile high building based off this toilets that we've just found. Why not? Those toilets can serve as the basis for the base. We'll scoop out some of that. Oh, what's the schedules looking like right now? Okay, Fruit Loops, what are you doing? I want to make sure Fruit Loops goes back and uses the actual equipment. Food type not permitted, holding breath. Building ladder, nope. We're going to have change crew. And we're going to have them go back. Okay, now if they're back in there and we view the interior, what are they doing? Grab some food, buddy. What you doing? Okay. No? Seriously, there's a bunch of food right there. If you starve to death, I'll murder you. Alright, let me do some playing around here and see what we can figure out. Oh yes, food type was not permitted because I had stopped everyone from eating all the berry sludge. Right, that was, sorry, never mind, my bad. It's my first time colonizing a new planet this way, but I think that should work for the rest of them then. Next up is Keymaker. Keymaker should just instantly go and run towards the location they need to and use the facilities. Will they? No, they will not. So we'll have to send Keymaker in now. We'll just change the crew, send in Keymaker. This is going to be a lot of micromanagement. I don't like that. So what, we move everything out of there as soon as possible? That might be the best idea. We can set up a quick generator, get ourselves going, pump out some oxygen. We've also got about 20 tons of algae in there. I love the way we've brought over 20 tons of algae to a new planet. That makes it so much better. Alright, I think for the first day we'll have them go in here. For everything else, we're just going to make them a quick base down here. This did not work out the worst, I suppose. We'll just have to make sure they all get a proper night's sleep and everything in there, but I think first thing in the morning, we're going to have to build them a little base outside. Though I think in one day's worth of work, this team can get something acceptable built. Plan is very simple. Quick bathroom. Oh, motherload. Oh my god, how? You know there's a bathroom back in the rocket, right? We brought ones especially for you. Muppet. Okay, I'm changing the height of the floor, namely so that we can keep these plants here. We can get ourselves a nice little nature reserve. If we put a park sign right there, we should have enough plants to get ourselves a little park. Oh, oxygen production. We're going to have to prioritize that, aren't we? I was going to prioritize bathrooms, but unfortunately that ship seems to have sailed. We'll just stick down a quick bit of oxygen production. We should be able to pull algae out of the ship, and that should be oxygen sorted, and then shortly thereafter, toilets. I was maybe a little bit slow about getting the algae there. We maybe should have done this a bit earlier, cut down on all that gasping for breath, but I think that sorts us for a while. Alright, with that done, we're going to dig down here, and maybe put in a few bedrooms as well. Hopefully faster than it took me to put in the toilets. Come on, people, hurry up. And how did we get water already into that sink? Where did we get the clean water from? You know what? Don't know, don't care, but I probably should have thought about that earlier. We'll put in some plumbing right there. We'll make that a priority 6, just to make sure our sinks get filled up also. That's harvested, and then we're going to go down here and put in the beds. Once they're all called to shift, it seems some of them are going inside the rocket, and some of them are using the bathrooms outside. Okay, so they straight up use the food instantly. That's at least good to know. And let's see if the other one comes in to grab a snack, or if they're going to stay outside as well. Oh no, they're in for the snacks. But they don't seem to use the bathrooms. Okay, so they use the bathrooms outside? Alright, okay, good to know. We're going to put in some dining halls down here, though, so we should hopefully be on target very shortly to have everything sustainable outside the rocket. At which point we can demolish the rocket, I think. We don't need it anymore. And we can land the other ones and demolish them for parts too. Oh wow, they come back in here to use the beds as well. So it's only the toilets they really need to use outside. Why is that? Oh god, I locked the toilets. Yeah, dupes were coming in and using the toilets on the home planet. So, okay, maybe this is a completely viable strategy to do it. I have done this really backward and haphazardly, but in my defense, this is the new DLC and I am still learning all the rules. So yeah, landing one of these up there could actually work. We lose a little bit of oxygen every time we open that door, but let me think. We'll get ourselves up there at the basics though, and make sure that their lifestyle out here is just as good as it would be inside the rocket. Then once that's done, we start expanding and demolishing this place. That over there looks like vacuum. I'm guessing the satellite crash is going to be over that side. And there's more oxygen down there. Just let me do some scouting. Living almost exclusively out of the ship seems to be... Well, living exclusively out of the ship seems to be viable. I did bring 39,000 calories of berry sludge, so I think we could live out of this for quite some time. In fact, I don't think we even need to really develop this planet. I'm going to do a bit of it anyway, because, well, that was sort of the plan in coming here, but I'm thinking the more important thing is we only need a few pieces from this planet, a few key pieces. One of those is arbor acorns. We want to start mass producing trees for, well, for some of our colonies. It's very useful for creating ethanol, which is great for producing carbon dioxide and water and polluted dirt. And water and polluted dirt are basically oxygen and food. So, yes, we also need one other, well, pips as well. Pips will allow us to plant them wild, which means they're perfectly usable everywhere. And they're effectively free. And the third thing we need is thimbleweed. So thimbleweed, pips, and arbor acorns, and we can pretty much abandon this planet if we really want to. So I'm thinking we just, well, go around, demolish a few things, and figure out what's... Ooh, there's another one down there, though I'm pretty sure that is about to become, 15 to 40 degrees. And you can see the, what the hell is that stuff called? The radium? That's the nuclear biome. It's freezing everything down there. But no. Pips, arbor acorns, and thimbleweed. The problem with the thimbleweed is I'm not seeing many... So the way you see these cracks here, like the crack in that igneous rock, well, those cracks usually contain something. Well, there's normally cracks in the slime biome that contains, a lot of thimbleweed seeds and stuff like that, but I'm not seeing many cracks here. Like, there's a couple down there, but there's not the normal amount you would see. Oh, as well as that, we're killing off that pufflet immediately. Those things cause an annoyance, as in slime lung. The only reason it hasn't caused slime lung here is because there is floral scent germs from the buddy bud. But the moment that goes, it might cause us problems, so I figured we'd preemptively dispose of it. Done. That gives us access to one thimbleweed. I think we shall farm that. And let's head over this direction and see if we can't find some more slime. I've been looking over this direction. I can't see a single thimbleweed. There is a few pieces down here of slime that could be hacked into, but we're going to need a bunch of power and things for that. So I think we're going to grab some coal, use the coal to get power, use that power to run some deodorizers. Oh, we're going to need to run the coal to actually run rock granulators. Use the rock granulators to smash up a bunch of rocks to make sand, which we can then use to put into our deodorizers. Yeah, I'd forgotten there's no sand on this map. Alright, time for some more scouting. I am really liking this little rocket. This little rocket works out. Now, the carbon dioxide in here will eventually become a problem. Oh, it's already becoming a problem, but you can sort that out later by demolishing the rocket and rebuilding it. That's pretty much the new way. Well, you could build stuff in there to remove the carbon dioxide, but considering the effort involved, you're better off just demolishing it and starting from scratch. It'll probably be faster. Down here, we've gained access to a bunch of thimbleweed. So long as we get enough seeds out of that, we should be fine. We're also getting access to another pip over there. So bring a couple of pips back with us, a whole bunch of reed fiber and reed fiber seeds. And I think we'll be sorted. We don't really need too much from this planet. And oh, wow. I think that's our adjacent planet there. Where is it? If we zoom out a little bit, that adjacent planet there, I'm guessing that is... Oh, where is it? Not Stinkum. It's Area. Yeah, you can tell it's Area because Area's got all of those collectibles right there. Okay, then. So we're right adjacent to that, and there's our home planet over there. Never mind. Let me finish this off, but I think we're going to be leaving this planet shortly. There's no real need to stay. This is the power of having dupes with 20 athletics. They basically just plowed through here, took out everything they wanted. Now, all of the arbor acorns are getting planted, of course, well, most of them are getting planted by the pips, because the pips find them and start planting them, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, we should probably harvest some of those. Oh, and that can get harvested as well. In fact, we're going to harvest everything we can find. Oh, wow. Why would you plant one there? That's not going to have a very good growth area. Actually, don't be so hasty. We can just cut out a little bit of an area for it and it will be fine. I think we've got most of this done. I am going to consolidate this place a bit before we leave, just because, well, while we're here, we might as well. We can always send another duplicate over. In fact, let's put down let's core this bit out here. We'll put in our standard layout base, and then we can put in a portapod, and maybe a good printing will come along at some point, and we'll have a duplicate maintain this place. We're just about ready to extract all of this slime. The reason we took our time about it was we needed to get power up and running, which means we've now got coal generators, and we smashed up some metal to make a smart battery and the automation. We also needed a whole bunch of sand, so we smashed up 10 tons of sand. The great thing about having exit mechatronics engineers, didn't take as long as you'd think. Let's build this across here. Yeah, that should be just about right. We'll dig straight through here and take it all out, every single last scrap of it. Now, the only downside here is at this section, where is it? Through here you'll notice there's a whole bunch of slime lung in that oxygen. But that's okay. That's okay. We've got some storage bins over here set up to contain slime. We have a whole bunch of deodorizers on each side to make sure none of it gets out. And fine, some of our dupes may get a little bit sick, but, you know, that happens. Workplace safety hazards are a thing for duplicants. So maybe I should have stopped demolishing that biome at some point, but once you start these things, you know, you kind of have this tendency just not to want to stop. We'll put in a little base here, but was it yet? First I want to go down here and have a quick look at this door. I haven't actually checked to see what's in here, but I'm going to presume it's one of those, neural vacillator. Now, who's next up? I think Fruit Loops got the first dose. That made them almost immune. Let's go Motherload. Actually, Keymaker is more likely to end up on the higher end of the spectrum, so we're looking for the, come on. Complete neural process. And deeper diver's lung. Okay, that's actually going to be very handy. I would have preferred, though, the decrease in stress, just to make sure that they never stress out when they're away from home. So that worked out. Okay. This is going to be our polluted water tank for this section, and here is where we're going to put in the base. And that is our completed little mini base for this map. If you could check here, plumbing is just, the overflow for the plumbing is only slightly different than the last one. This one here, the polluted water is going to overflow and go into thimbleweed to be disposed of. That way the toilets never back up, though, in all fairness, we're not leaving anyone behind. Now all we got to do is pack up everything we want to bring with us, which is going to be a lot of acorn seeds, a bunch of thimbleweed seeds, thimbleweed fibres themselves, we've got 41 of that, maybe some lumber. You know what, let's go in here. What we'll do is we'll get rid of that storage bin. And what we'll do is we'll replace it with a drop-off, as in one of these suckers here. We're going to make an automatic dispenser, and then we're going to drop off several tons of junk into the capsule, and then we're going to have everyone fly home. Which reminds me, should we not have everyone maybe fly away? As in, we've got a bunch of rockets in space at the moment. I think, like when you click on them and you view the interior, they're lit up red. It seems to be autopilot engaged. So what I'm thinking we can do is we can just go home. Will they actually do that if we tell them to go home that way? Yes, they do. So we'll grab this other one and we'll tell that one to go home too. Yep, they'll both fly home. Perfection. Now there was one other thing I wanted to do, and that was back on our home planet. There's a blueprint selection that has come up. Over here we have a Mima, and she's got researching and supplying, which is the two things we really want. Also, she's got tidying, which I suppose doesn't hurt. She would be perfect for leaving behind on a colony, because she's also a loud sleeper, you know? That way no one has to listen to her if she's got her whole planetoid to herself. So I say we print her here on the home planet, and then we have her trained up, and then we'll ship her out to the new planet once the time comes. Oh, we better get her own bedroom first. Where are we gonna hide you? We will dump Mima over here. At the same time, we've also been stockpiling more of that berry sludge in the background. We've got 72,000 calories of that for the next day. Oh, wow, look how slow she is. Okay, that's Mima running around. Watch people just fly by her as she's slowly waddling about the place. This is why I hate hiring new duplicates this late in the game. But, you know, there's a plan for this. We'll just make sure this is her bed. Oh, I've got to give her a name as well. Let me think. Her name will be Event Horizon, because in space, nobody can hear you snore. Well, that's the theory. Alright, next up. Yes, in here. We are going to set this up, and we are going to drop off an awful lot of gold, aluminum, and seeds. Actually, checking the footage, I still have about 5 minutes left. We can squeeze in a little something. Maybe, let's tame one of these volcanoes down here. There's an aluminum volcano there. Maybe we should just try... Oh, no, we don't have plastic. Damn it, we don't have plastic yet. Maybe we could... I'm just thinking we do have a bit of oil. No. Tell you what, we'll come back for all the volcanoes. What we'll do is we'll head home with the resources we've got here. We'll use that to tame the oil biome and get all the plastic, refinement, steel, all that stuff underway. And once we've got that, we'll come back and we'll tame all the volcanoes on this planet. As it is, though, we pretty much just went through and dug out whatever we wanted. Though I think we're going to maybe take a little bit more of the natural resources with us. There is so much metal on this planet I want to take back with me. After a fair chunk of sweeping, we've managed to get most of the stuff we really want into the Spacefarer module. If you look in here, you can add in things that display here, and we can see we've got 44 tons of aluminum ore, 7 arbor acorns, a directlet egg, a pip egg, some lumber, a bunch of gold amalgam, and 13 thimbleweed seeds. I think that's more than enough. I think that ship may actually be, full. Schedule-wise, we're just going to wait until morning. Once everyone's had a good night's sleep, they'll all be fully caloried up, and then we'll just fly them all home. They should be able to make it home in no time. We're not even going to bother putting food on the ship. And are we ready? Yep. There we go. We're not even leaving anyone behind. I don't see the point in leaving someone here to maintain this place. We don't actually need anything from it. Until we get plastic, we can't tame those volcanoes. We need steam turbines to be able to tame them correctly. So let's just leave the place and worry about it later. So, time to crew up. Oh, I also moved the door to just here so that he could get in much easier. And if we look in the interior here, we should allow them to use the bathroom. That would be a smart idea, and we can change all their cots here. That way they don't cause any problems. Honestly, we're on our way home. It's not going to be a big deal, but it is nice to just have the bathroom there and know it does work for the next time round. We'll be back. We didn't even have to refuel it. The thing had about 75% of its fuel still in it, just from that short journey. It seems... Maybe I'm wrong here, but when you actually launch off the planet, it doesn't seem to burn fuel. It's only each tile you travel. So going up into space doesn't seem to drain anything. Or, I could be wrong. Well, let's head back home anyway. Stinkum is already set up, and Mima is currently running. How you doing? Well, sorry, Event Horizon's still running, and Athletics is already up to 3. Soon she'll be almost useful. And how is our... I cut this down to 2 bristle blossoms because with all the grub rubs and the sweetle tendings, they should grow quite quickly. And in the background, we've been letting our duplicants get in a little bit of construction. How was we were looking on the construction front? Damn! 8 construction. They've been doing a little bit of that in the background. Now that we've got all the resources back home, it's time to sweep them all up. So we've got a sweep command issue on this. I'd almost like to deconstruct this, but I'm worried it'll crash the game. But we're going to sweep all of this stuff up and get it into our stockpiles. Once that's done, we can start getting into the late game stuff. And by that I mean atmo suits. We finally have access to atmo suits because we have the reed fiber and... Yes, reed fiber. That's exactly what we were looking for. Oh, which reminds me, we can get rid of some of this. We have dropped off the pip and the directlet egg over here. We did get a pip printed out of the gate a while back, so that's actually come in useful. That means we can now start planting wild food, which takes our sustainability to... well, excellent levels. I really want to get around to planting some, well, wild planting, as in with pips, some bristleberries, and some sleet wheat. That will get our berry sludge being completely, well, forever. We also want to, well, demolish the rest of this map, of course, because there's a bunch of chlorinated areas here, but I think once we get our atmo suits up and running, we can just wall in our central base, demolish the rest of the map, and be done with it. At the same time, I also want to go to, where is it? Area? Whatever. I want to also get atmo suits over here, and then I want to claim the oil biome. We want oil, we want plastics, we want steam turbines. As well as that, there's a whole bunch. We might run a little quick petroleum boiler off that. That would be interesting to tap into. I didn't realize there was magma on this biome. Last time I didn't think there was magma. We could also just pipe the oil back to our home base and do it there, but I think it'd be more fun to actually... Even better, there's 1, 2, 3... 4. Is there 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's at least 4 of those. That means we've got some extra oil. We might leave any excess oil around here to be burned or turned into petroleum on this side of the gate. It's just we can only send back 10 kilos of liquid per second through the transporters. But yeah, no, that's for the next episode. For today, I think we're going to call it a... Oh no! All the mealwood just matured as we left. Well, looks like that's going to rot. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, we are going to call it a day today. I think it was very productive. We managed to hollow out most of the planet we went to, and our landing procedures were not terrible. It was a little bit dicey there, but I do find sending 2 trailblazers and 1 rocket to live in, that should work quite well, assuming you set all the permissions right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and good luck.